Despite Disney and the mainstream media's best efforts to convince people otherwise, there is no denying, there are no excuses that could possibly be made for the catastrophic disaster that is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. The fifth entry into the Indiana Jones franchise has bombed completely at the box office. We saw opening weekend how disappointing it was, that $60 million opening for a movie that likely needs around $900 million just to break even. Because with a reported budget of $300 million, it's probably much more, and an estimated marketing budget of $150 million, it needs $900 million just to break even. And now if it's possible, its second weekend at the box office may have been more embarrassing than its first, because despite there not being any type of big studio competition, no blockbuster competition, they thought they'd have this second weekend to have good legs, continue to make a little money before Mission Impossible comes out and crushes them. That was not the case. Indiana Jones has been defeated at the box office. It was only number one for one singular week. It has now been surpassed by Insidious: The Red Door. And if that wasn't bad enough, like we've talked about, Sound of Freedom, the movie that beat it for its 4th of July haul, when you include some of the Monday previews and things like that, Disney has to be completely and totally embarrassed by what is happening to them right now. Here is the full listing for the weekend charts. Insidious: The Red Door at 32 million. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, a 56% drop. That is officially the worst drop in the history of the Indiana Jones franchise, surpassing Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But one of the big differences is, even though it is close, that drop is very close to Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, Crystal Skull opened with over $100 million at the domestic box office. So a 55% drop, they're still making $44 million that second weekend. This movie made a decent chunk of money, even though some people have their problems with it, even though some critics and fans did not like it. You can't deny this movie made a significant amount of money for them on their $180 or $160 million budget to make almost $800 million worldwide. Dial of Destiny is a movie that might struggle to hit $400 million worldwide. That's what we're talking about right now. A multi-$100 million loss for Disney. And when you look at Sound of Freedom, coming in there at number 3 at the box office, an $18 million true weekend compared to Indiana Jones's $26 million. And Sound of Freedom is beating it on a per theater basis. Sound of Freedom had a budget of $14 million. Insidious: The Red Door had a budget of $16 million. They both have made money in their first week of release, while Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, a massive budget and set to lose hundreds of millions for Disney. By the way, Disney didn't want to release Sound of Freedom. I wonder why that is. It's weird, huh, that they just wanted to shelve that. They didn't want that project to get out there. Well, now they've seen the mistake that they've made with the significant $40 million in its first week, because it had that early release on July 4th. Crazy for what people were expecting this movie to do. And now with Mission Impossible set to come out in just a few days, this movie's done. It's dead. It is over. There are no more legs to be had. It's going to be taken out of all the premium formats. It is done. It's over for Disney and Lucasfilm when it comes to this movie, likely facing one of the biggest failures and flops in terms of money lost that they've ever seen in the history of Disney. What a pathetic showing for Kathleen Kennedy and Disney Lucasfilm. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.